Hello and welcome, Barb. I'm so excited for you to be here and to share a little bit of your story, your experience with us. But before we dive in, why don't you take a moment to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Barb Wygant, and I've been working with Kristen since early January. I think we connected in December, and it's great.
Yeah, so a few months now.
Yeah.
And let's dive right into the questions. If we were to rewind to the end of last year when we were having our conversation in December, let us know, where were you? What drew you to have that conversation with me? Where were you at career-wise and otherwise?
So I work in a field called research administration, and it's helping with grants and proposals. And I'm quite experienced and skilled in it. I've been in it for over 15 years. But I've been in my job for 4 years, and I was just feeling kind of squelched. The environment didn't feel healthy anymore. It just wasn't joyful. And I could honestly write a book about like toxic work environments and management situations and things.
Yeah.
But so I just really needed a change, and because I was really like bringing it home and ruminating all the time about being frustrated. I mean, I felt like I was very successful in parts of my job, but I wasn't getting the administrative type appreciation, and it was just very I felt dismissive, discounted, and it was just a drag. So yeah.
For sure. And let's fast forward to now, just 3 months and a couple days later. Where are you at? What has changed?
So a whole lot has changed. Unique maybe to my situation is I had applied for a different job early in the process when we connected, and I interviewed for the job, and I was able to resign from my other job, and then I took this new job in my same field. I took a little pay cut, but it was well worth it when I evaluated the overall benefits of the job. And so, but I feel like a renewed energy. I feel like I'm going. These words might sound familiar from from lessons I've learned from you, but I feel like I'm going towards something I want versus like running away from something. I feel like I have a career that fits and it feels right for me. And I also I have a really supportive environment. I've been at the job for 4 weeks, but it's like a great team, and my boss is really kind and skilled and reasonable. And there's certain benefits, like I have an office with 4 walls as opposed to an office, open office cubicle. And then I'm also like excited about my career. I could see myself at this job still building a lot of career capital with valuable skills, and there's a lot of professional opportunities, and I can many ways I can use my skills to give back to the people I serve. So it's exciting. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you landed a new job. As far as the whole package, right? You're in a better place. And we talked about this, right? We talked about the pros and cons and, of what that meant for the rest of your life, and everything else and how you're feeling. And so I'm just really proud of you for landing the job and going after your dreams. So that is amazing.
Yes, and I didn't have to move. Like I just moved into this house, and prior to that, I relocated from Tennessee back to Michigan, and I just didn't want to move again. And I could have maybe shot for a different higher level job, but this is perfect, and I get to stay by my elderly parents, so it's works out.
Yeah, and if you ever want to change, now you have the tools.
Yes.
So that is wonderful. This is the perfect job for you in this moment. And
yes.
As always, I say as women, we reserve the right to change our minds, and that's cool. And if and when you do, you can do that. So this is kind of the wild card question. Was there anything surprising or any big takeaways, anything during our time coaching that you would like to share with someone who's watching this right now?
Yes, there's actually quite a few. One thing, I love the format of how you work. Like it's similar to my style, where with training or teaching is to have a buffet of options that you can use, and now I have like a toolkit of things, all that spans all phases of the career. But some things I found super duper helpful was like the interview coaching. When I went in for my interview for my new job, I was second guessing myself. I wasn't in like a good mind space. And like, that was just critical for me to get in that, like the interview coaching was super helpful.
Yeah.
And then I did the LinkedIn challenge, and I have a new attitude about professional networking. Before, I kind of stayed in the sidelines and I didn't want to share my profile. I just felt like awkward, and I'm still a little awkward, but I there's a new enthusiasm I feel about professional networking, and I see the benefits and how important that is. And then there's some other like kind of holistic things, like one takeaway I stick with me every day is like being intentional, how I want to show up. And it was like at the interview, that was super helpful, thinking about it's about them, not me. If it's a networking type of thing, how I want to show up, even at my daily intentions. That's been valuable. And then onboarding at this new job, you recommended that the first 90 days, and I'm not through it yet, but I should. but that's been super like helpful to kind of understand how this is going to work with my new job. And then most of all, I really have enjoyed the experience for like the community of other JobJoy people. That's been super cool, and that's helped me with that networking and how that works. And most of all, for you, providing a really safe and supportive environment I can turn to. And I feel like you just have really a great intuition and great skills. So that's all been super valuable.
Oh, thank you. That's a lot. I never hear the answers to these questions until we're actually talking. So I love it. That's wonderful. And last question, Barb, is if someone is considering career coaching, you know how it feels, you're on the fence, you want to, you're not sure, all the voices in your head, what advice would you give to them?
I would say it is so helpful. Like I was in a spot where, and I think this is common, where like, the people you work with day to day, they're not necessarily going to be the best people to get career advice, especially when you're thinking of job switching or moving up or down. There might be a little competition, or there might just, I don't know, you might not want to share that. So also, my family and friends, they don't really know what I do, and they're not deep into what my career is about, or they have their own issues. And even mentors, I think there's some literature that says like there's that mentor relationship that can be great, but it's not always specific to your whole career process or where your career is at. So I think I just found having a coach was just so empowering, and I was amazed at how like it just throughout this time it was like really, when I started, I was really bummed out and really needing a change, and felt like in a rut. And it was nice to know that I have a career coach that I could turn to. And I was surprised at how often, like I say it in conversations, especially after I got a new job and I was transitioning, like I would tell people, oh, and my career coach. And so, I think people were a little jealous actually. So, and we also pay, like, no one would complain about, would judge someone for having a personal trainer, or, might pay to go on a retreat to New Mexico, or get an interior decorator. So the investment in a career coach is well worth it. We spend so much time at work. And then, and what I loved, which I have to really say, is I didn't just have any career coach. I mean, my friend recommended me to you, and you're just amazing. Like, you're just so intuitive, and you're not judgmental. I mean, I felt like you understood. I had a lot going on. There's times I had, maybe gotten behind, but I never felt judged or anything. And you're just so skilled. Like, I feel like I'm a connoisseur of information, or curator of information. I've read so many books, but your book is just right on. And it's your techniques. There's so many of them, and they're all so good. So I'm going to be able to carry these with me, like, throughout the next decade of work. And it's awesome. So it's just the beginning, and the cycle of
Yeah. We always talk about the journey. I always do this.
Yeah.
This is the cycle, your career cycle. Amazing. Thank you so much, Barb, for sharing your story. And thank you, of course, for your kind words. It has been just a pleasure and a joy to work with you. And I know we will definitely be keeping in touch. So
Yes,
thank you
thank
so much.
you.
And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Yes.